school subscribers and my TikTok family. Looking for you guys would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang. It's getting kind of cold out here, y'all, so having to adjust, you know. And my overseas gang. You guys check in whenever you can from any state and from anywhere overseas. Shout out to my members. Dope videos coming soon. Also, new schedule. I will start posting the weekly schedules. I'm gonna get a routine down and post the live stream times probably like every other day, just to keep reminding you guys, because even if I don't get the live stream scheduled in advance, which I plan to, you know, have a lot of stuff going on, so I want you guys to still be checking in at around the same time every night. I have something for the fact that it's starting to get darker earlier and earlier, because that 8 p.m., 9 p.m. time frame is prime time for me, you know. But it's dark now, but I got something for that. I got something for that coming out, so don't worry about that. All right? That being said, prepare for reaction videos. Yeah, you can't have the Wi-Fi on over here for some weird reason. So, that being said, let's talk about it for a second. You know, let's get right into it. Listen, man, I don't care if these women are claiming that they hate your guts. You know, I just seen a woman posting a video, some kind of counter video talking about alphas. I don't know what alpha pissed her off or whatever, but you know, they don't really break it down to Sigma or alpha. So honestly, you know, whenever they're making a video about alphas, they're talking about Sigmas too. But this chick said propaganda. She said propaganda. There's alphas out here spreading propaganda. And then she goes on to start talking about how you can't just claim the title of alpha if you're not. I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. When you hear women talking like this, 222 on the timer as I say this, you got to get away from them. I'm telling you, there's no point. These women are so far gone. They're just out here running their mouths, getting irritated at everything that every guy says online, because they know they're getting ready to age out. And that big mouth of theirs that used to get them out of trouble, get them into trouble, and get them what they want, can't get what they want anymore. And so they're online, they just start saying stuff. And it's like, you know that the end result is not to get a man, because no, but it's like propaganda. I'm like, they really think that there's some kind of, and normally it's like the same type of woman that pushes the, you know, super crazy feminist type of stuff, the American woman. And doesn't matter the race, you know what I'm saying, just the American woman. But this one particular, you know, I've duetted videos with her before, and I knew that she was some kind of something feminist or whatever. But sometimes she says some things that make sense about, you know, women getting men. And the crazy part is, for them to say this stuff, they've done research and they at least know the information's out there and they know that it's true. But then they'll still, you know, act the same way and still be in it, still end up with pookies, ray-rays, and then complain online about men. And I don't think a lot of them, I really don't think. I think that they know what's needed to be done. I think a lot of them don't think they have it in them to do it. So they rather just jab at men, hopefully emasculate us enough to catch some guys, some strays, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, veer from the plan. I don't know what the plan is. Honestly, I think it's really just to poke holes in everything that we do. But these women, it doesn't matter. Let me bring it back home. It doesn't matter if these women are hating on you. It doesn't matter if these women, you know what I'm saying, are claiming that they can't stand you. You know, just like the women that do like you, they're aroused by you daily. I mean, listen, they're getting horny. 420 on the timer that say this, they're getting horny, you know what I'm saying, watching you just do what you do. They're looking at, you know what I mean, if you're at work, man, they're looking at your mannerisms. They're looking at how you carry yourself. They're looking at, you know, the way that you dress, how you stand. I mean, women looking at everything. They're looking at your mouth when you speak. They're looking at your lips. That's why they're criticizing you on these crazy ass levels, because they're scrutinizing you, looking at you as a prospect, knowing doggone well you're not a prospect for them, because they would never get along with you. You're not the type of guy that's going to give in to their demands, you know. And these alpha women out here, like this woman was talking about, once again, a guy has to show her, and then she goes in to start talking about what an alpha man is. What does she know about being an alpha man? We've let these women get too out of control with speaking on things that they know nothing of. They know nothing about it. At the most, a woman is going to lead herself and her children. At the most. If she has a business, best believe all of her femininity is gone. If she has a major business, all of her femininity is gone. I mean, you can be a robot, you know what I mean? You ain't male or female, right? All of your humanity is gone once, you know, certain people do certain things and get to a certain level, you know what I mean? Certain men, you know, they get to a certain level of making money or any kind of cutthroat type of business to get to where they need to go, their humanity is gone. Women, if they have to be in a place where it's cutthroat or whatever, their femininity is gone. And then they'll try to put on a mask somewhat, but they can't sustain the mask because they're super competitive. They don't like being told what to do. So they know that they can't get along with a man, a real man. So what they do is they get in these Gabrielle Union situations where they can mold a male, you know, into doing whatever. And they still get bored. They're still going to cheat. But they really just want the beard. They want the beard to be a representation of a full family. So that way other women can't talk, because they're always competing with other women. That way other women can't talk about them. Now, let's get back to the subject. When you're a Sigma, you're pretty much a Chad or a Tyrone. So you don't like, that's why I was telling you guys the video is coming out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you catch that one. I go more in depth. You know, it doesn't really matter, man, like what these women say online and all this other bullshit. You know, listen, let me tell you something. When you're a Chad or Tyrone, these women, they literally let you do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? When you come at them a certain kind of way, hear me out. I don't care what woman it is. If you are her type, meaning you don't have to be like super handsome like your boy. Women believe that being handsome is subjective. So your money can make you handsome. As obsessed with money as women are, your money will make you handsome. You know, if you work out a lot, but you still, you know, not really cute in the face, you really like the bottom of a foot. But if you're working out and your body's chiseled, that can make you handsome. And if you're just naturally handsome, you don't need to work out and you don't need to have a lot of money. You can just, you know, go off your looks. You know, my whole deal is I'm trying to have all of them covered. So I can get any kind of woman I want, you know, making myself the ultimate Chad or Tyrone. But, you know, when you're a Chad or a Tyrone, all this stuff they talk about as far as dating rules and all that, it goes out the window when the kind of guy that they want is in their presence. It's one thing to be talking and online, but in their actual presence, they can feel your energy. They can smell how fresh you are. They can smell and feel your masculine energy, man. You know what I'm saying? And they will be sitting there talking to you, because I've had this happen to me a lot lately, getting aroused, getting stimulated, if you will. You know what I'm saying? While you're talking to them, just listening. They're not like really listening, you know, to really comprehend what you're saying, but they're listening to the tone of your voice and just letting the vibration of the words, you know, hit them a certain kind of way. And these women are getting stimulated. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? Women are, I'm doing this thing where I'm doing a deep dive and trying to build different, you know, archetypes. And as I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, women are very complex. And again, you know, I'm not over here trying to figure women out in the sense of being the ultimate simp. Nah, I'm trying to figure them out so I know the right ones to dodge, and I also know how to move. I'm going to be putting some books together, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, some videos, indoor videos later on, really about how to get inside of a woman's psyche, man, because I'm doing it right now. And I'm not touching anyone. I'm not directly talking, but I'm able to directly communicate and, you know what I'm saying, establish some type of allure to these women where they can't get enough. I mean, they're aroused. My haters are probably my biggest fans as far as the female haters I have, you know, as far as like finding me attractive. My haters, the female haters I have, are probably the females that find me the most attractive. They really are. Some of these females find me so attractive that they're trying to compete with me, you know what I'm saying, thinking that, I mean, it's crazy out here, you know what I mean? And some women, when they find you attractive, that's what they automatically kind of fall into. They fall into this competitive nature. I don't know what it is. I think it's like they're trying to kind of like, you know, mentally beat you into submission because they're used to being able to dominate with their looks, but they automatically know you look good enough to where they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of intimidates them to a certain extent. And that intimidation, it normally, you know, manifests itself and them competing with you for no good reason. You know, because how can you compete with somebody that you find attractive, that you want to, that any man with any common sense will be like, no, no, thank you. You know what I mean? So all the common sense goes out the door as they're competing with you. You know, because women are just so masculine. They're masculine in the sense of just going at stuff, but that's not a good thing because they're not thinking things through. And they're still women though, so they're super emotional, except they don't have no feminine restraint no more. Now it's just, you know, they just go and do it and just say it and then worry about it later. And that's where the masculine energy comes from. But it's really not masculine energy. It's ignorance and just not caring, right? It's just the lowest form, you know, of energy. It's not really masculine energy because they're not out here, you know, reinventing the wheel or nothing like that, man. Let's just be real. Let's be real. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get on here and just talk about how, you know, it doesn't really matter whether you're pursuing them or not. They're going to pursue you. It doesn't matter if they're telling you that they like what they see or not. They're still watching you, you know? It doesn't matter if, you know, you have a bunch of females hating on you, you know, and also trying to make you feel as if, you know what I mean, you're doing something wrong by, you know, maintaining your masculine frame and not giving in to the endless supply of women having an opinion about you being a man. Because what gets me a lot is I keep seeing videos of women that are so outside of their feminine frame online, going at different men, not, you know, articulating which ones they're talking about specifically, but alphas, and saying that, you know, what they believe a man to be, like a real man, or what are you that is so offensive, man. If you're any kind of real man, when a woman is sitting there telling you based off, we don't know what it's based off, what she's seen on, what it's normally based off of is any information she heard from anywhere, her dad or uncle or brother, her baby daddy, her kids or something, you know what I'm saying, or some dudes that she like, you know what I'm saying, some information that goes along with her horrible life decisions and her bad choices in men. So if it's anything that can kind of go along with that, that's going to be her definition of a real man and an alpha and a man of value. That's not the definition. Whoever decides to deal with you after all of your bad life choices is not the definition of an alpha. Listen, I'm just saying, any woman that would want a leader, you know what I mean, a real leader that just gets out here, does what he has to do, any woman that wants a real leader would not think that she can define what that leader would be. If you're gonna be led, you have to be led. Now, when they start saying goofy stuff like, well, you know, you have to show me that you have the ability to lead me. That is the most goofy, low IQ, dumb thing that anybody could say. So I'm supposed to take a test based off of, I don't even know what it is, whatever you come up with, to prove to you that I'm worth being your leader. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So how are you really a leader? And again, the video tomorrow that was from my TikTok live stream that I have scheduled, don't miss that, it's at 8:30 a.m. You know, how are you being a real leader if a woman is telling you how you're supposed to lead? How is the one that's supposed to be following you telling you what a real leader is? How is that working? How does that make any sense? I'll answer the question for you. It doesn't make any sense. You don't need to have a woman telling you, okay, this is what a real leader is, and this is what I'm expecting from you as a leader. And she can have expectations, but the boldness of these women to get online and say, hey, this is what a real alpha is, or this is what a real Sigma is, how dare you? How dare you? You don't know what neither one is because you don't have a man. Now, if it's a married woman online saying these different things, that's a different story. She might know more and her man might vouch for her. It would be better if she had her man there with her saying these things and not her, but she has a man, so it's okay. She can parrot whatever he's saying or whatever he said to her or whatever she knows he approves of. But if you don't have no man, you can't speak on these things. You don't know what a real man is. That's why you can't find one. You're trying to be a man, you know what I'm saying, some GMO man, calling yourself getting a man, an original man at that, a Sigma man. You're not qualified to get a Sigma man. You don't even know what a Sigma man is. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what a real man is. You barely qualify for an alpha, codependent alpha. You barely qualify. You have women out here that barely know how to be women, trying to tell men how to be alphas and men and high value men. Y'all need to sit down and shut up. It don't make any sense to nobody. If your life is a mess as a woman and all you have going for you is your pretty face, what are you going to tell anybody? What are you telling anybody? You're not telling anybody anything. You're just online running your mouth, pissed off at the world, and you're using your social media platform to vent online, your frustrations that you get from dating. You know what I'm saying? I got my bullets written down. Got a couple more I want to get off in here. Women don't want simple and peaceful, okay? Women like toxic dudes because toxic dudes to them have layers, and they get to work on them, and they get to mother them a little bit, right? So they feel like they have a role. When a woman don't have a role in your life and you're completely independent, then they don't know how to approach it because they're in their egos all the time, the modern woman. So, they prefer the toxic guy because they feel like the toxic guy has layers, depth. He's broken in a way. Women love kind of broken men to work on. And also, if any problem arises in a relationship, they can automatically blame that broken man or that wounded man because she's already set the platform for him. Like, oh, I met him and he seemed like a great guy, and I guess, but he's just got these issues, and she's been telling people this stuff from the beginning. So anytime there's a breakup or any kind of issue in the relationship that y'all got to go your separate ways, she can jump right into a new relationship saying things like, oh, well, he had these issues, I told you about them, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They love to have those kind of toxic dudes because, and also they feel like when you're peaceful and you don't, do the toxic thing, like you're boring. They don't know how to entertain themselves while doing it in a healthy way because they were raised in a single parent home or a two-parent home where the parents were always fighting, and people express their love for one another through, passive aggressive or aggressive, I hate you, slamming doors, arguing. That's not love. That's not healthy. That's nothing. But they believe that to be what's normal. So when you're not that, low vibrational, broken women, believe that you're boring, which is really good for you. It's an indicator for you to haul ass and run away, because these women, they want something toxic. They will cause toxic situations in your life and try to make you toxic if you're not. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta run, you gotta haul butt, you gotta use this vetting process, and that's why I keep telling you guys to go celibate. And you ain't gotta stay celibate for a long time. I want you guys to go celibate so you can control your libido and that impulse. So that way, whenever you have women trying to game you and use their, nice, waxed, smooth, baby soft bodies and their juicy cheeks and, their juicy boobies, and let me just stop. You won't fall for it. You'll be able to control yourself and be like, I don't care what it looks like, and I know it looks good. You know what I'm saying? But you're just like, no, I've got willpower. And you're not gonna get me with these pictures. Whatever your situation is, I'm not talking about me specifically, but their pictures aren't gonna get you, their videos, everything being all waxed. Willpower, okay? And that willpower, we're not gonna give in. We're gonna stay strong. And I'm not telling you to be a saint. I'm just saying that she's toxic. And these are the ways you can make sure that you maintain your masculine frame. And maintaining your masculine frame is making sure that you are controlling the narrative of your story. And if she's involved in your story, you're controlling that as well. Call it whatever you want to call it, but that's what you need to be doing. And you do this, see, alphas do it a different kind of way. Alphas ignore women when they're around them. And then when they're not around the woman, they're doing everything they can and they're thinking about her and da da da. See, you're a Sigma. Your goal is when you're around her, you give her all the attention that she wants. And you be yourself, goofy, corny, silly, you know, and also letting her know if there's any audio or video problems, it's only because there's someone that keeps popping in here. And whenever they pop in here and I hit the like button, all of a sudden I'm having some kind of connection issue. So bear with it. It's some hater that goes in and out. It doesn't matter. It makes no never mind. Okay? I'm pretty much finished with the video anyway. But with these, you know, and more likely it's a female. More likely it's a female. And I'm telling you, you know, are my lips matching? Because what happens is when they do that sometimes, it'll knock the audio off from the video. So I want to make sure the lips are still lined up with the audio. I'll be getting on TikTok and doing this and then posting. But come tomorrow, you guys, or it's after 12, later on the day, whenever, you know, my Amazon drop gets here, as you guys know, I'm always upgrading with new equipment. I have something coming that's going to upgrade the channel tremendously. It's going to give us more mobility. You see that it's getting dark super early. So I have a couple different things coming to offset that, because I don't like, I'm not a child. I'm not going to run out here to get outside before my son gets out of school at a certain time. I got to spend time with him. But I got something for that. Oh, I'm good. See how they try to mess it up but can't mess it up. Hey, listen, you. Yeah, you that keeps popping in here. Hit the like button or you're a hater. Hit the like button or you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? And for those watching the replay, go ahead and hit the like button, share the live, and subscribe. Shout out to Danica Marie for that dope ass line. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna hit that like button, hater? You're a hater, okay? And on a Saturday night, nonetheless, you have nothing else better to do. Well, you know what? I don't blame you, you know, in the sense of wanting to see my handsome face. You can't help yourself, but you can hit the like button. It's free. And that energy that you're putting out, you know, you're only going to get that energy returned to you, and I'm going to get some kind of blessing. So I appreciate you. Ooh, you know it's Bula. I'm going to go ahead and run it up to about 25 minutes. I got one of the raggities in here right now that don't hit the like button. It's boo loving season. See, all the single, I'm going to the gym, I'm getting fit. We're still holding firm. I know, because I'm getting a lot of women like this goofball in here right now, not hitting the like button, that keep stalking, harassing me and trying to get at me. Winter is coming. I hate to take a line from the infamous Godfather, but winter is coming, and we know how y'all get about winter. You don't like to be cold. You don't like, because it don't look good for the sisterhood, for you to be out in the cold with no man going into the winter. It looks bad. It look like you don't know what you're doing. It look like you don't know how to keep a man. It looked like your butt gonna be out here calling Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be happening, because your butts ain't doing what's needed to be done to get a real man, and you're gonna have some Sigma like me, but a little bit lower vibrational, clapping them cheeks and then sending you on your way, because you are not doing what's needed, like the lady in here right now not hitting the like button, or the male in his feminine energy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not hitting the like button. Either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get what you want. Winter's coming. Winter's coming, okay? And you're just going to do is be online watching me looking fine, knowing I'm getting DMs all the time, and I'm just over here siphoning through the DMs, being super picky. I'm on a super picky level now. I'm getting DMs like this. Shoot, from some baddies. I'm getting DMs from models and stuff, content creators on a high level. I'm not, are you crazy? And I'm not entertaining them like that, because I'm still looking for that girl at Target or whatever, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom aisle, you know what I'm saying, looking for some things for a bathroom. Of course, but I ain't gonna lie to you, your boy's getting DM'd and getting looked at by some ladies, you know what I'm saying, that's out here doing their thing. I even have some lady haters out here on some high levels that are, you know, taking little jabs at me. What are you doing jabbing at my little content creator self? Huh, you know why you jabbing. Because I'm fine as wine, baby. It doesn't matter what my subscriber count is. You can't take away from this fineness. It can't take away from it. You know what I mean? I get it how I live. Look, y'all, peace, love, and light. I will be back on later on today, going live. I'm not going to stay up super late tonight. I'm not doing it tonight. All right, so I'm going to get on TikTok, do what I do. Possibly get on the podcast channel, talk a little ish. You know what I mean? But later on today, we got some surprises coming. We're not going to be stopped by it getting dark super early. We're not going to let that stop us from creating content. All right? All right. Appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Have a great Saturday night. Don't miss me on TikTok. I'm getting on there soon. Peace, love, and light, y'all. And I'm out. Oh, remember, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Thank you.